Hello brothers, welcome to Scotland. I'm in Edinburgh at Rosslyn Chapel, where Knights Templar fleeing Rome built this church, or temple as they call it. From here they planned what would become modern Freemasonry. Everything was meticulously prepared here, brothers. How? In 3 steps. First, create a religious system to capture people. Second, establish schools for the children of those in their religious system. Third, form companies trapping you in the Masonic empire controlling the Americas. I'm at Rosslyn Chapel, took photos inside, but filming isn't allowed, so I'm recording from a distance. Rosslyn Chapel tour is behind me. I'm filming from a distance because recording up close or taking photos isn't allowed. So I'm here in the parking lot. Brothers, it's simple to understand the Knights Templars' plan. If you think about it, you'll see that the Knights Templar and the Pharisees and Sadducees are essentially the same group. In our Messiah's time, there were no Knights Templar. The Pharisees and Sadducees had others do their dirty work. Who were these people back then? Who's still here today? Both the Pharisees and those who worked for them. Who worked for the Pharisees then, killing Romans everywhere and setting traps for them? Who was it? Wasn't it Barabbas and his army? Note, brothers, since our Messiah's time, there have been 2 groups. The mother, the Roman Empire, and the daughter, now the evangelical Protestant gospel Freemasonry. If you think about it, you'll understand what I'm saying. How many Pharisees and Sadducees were there in our Messiah's time? They needed someone to do their dirty work. And who did they use for this? It was Barabbas and his armies. And from there, something's been hidden until now. But today I'm going to reveal it. I'm going to change what's been happening. For over 1900 years, they've hidden the truth about Roman persecution of Christians, claiming it was about our Messiah, religion, or his gospel. Look at what those Pharisees and Sadducees did back then. It's quite simple to understand. Back then, the Roman Empire greatly respected our Messiah and his followers. In fact, the scriptures show many Romans sought our Messiah's help, talked with him, and listened to his words. Many believed in our Messiah. The Pharisees and Sadducees hated our Messiah from the start. From the very beginning, they hated our Messiah. So the Pharisees and Sadducees back then gathered Barabbas and started a war with the Roman Empire. Whenever the Romans surrounded them, they claimed to be followers of the Messiah. The Romans, unsure if they followed Barabbas, the Pharisees, or the Messiah, would let them go. And what happened next? Once freed, these same people would turn and kill the Roman soldiers with their swords. This is where the big problem starts, my brothers. Often when Romans stopped our Messiah or anyone during the war with the Pharisees and Sadducees, who always had Barabbas as their army, the Pharisees and Sadducees were already taking tithes and offerings to pay Barabbas to kill Romans. This had been happening from the very beginning. After Barabbas, his followers who fled the Roman Empire survived. They became the Templars, fleeing to Scotland, Edinburgh. Hiding from Rome, they planned a new army, Freemasonry. From here, they planned to enslave North and South America, as coming to Europe would cause problems with the Roman Empire. If they went to the Roman Empire's side, war would break out and they'd be killed. From the start, they've been hunted and killed by the Roman Empire. All of them. This has always happened. The mother, the Roman Empire of religions, and the daughter. It's been this way from the beginning. And today, nearly 2,000 years after our Messiah's death, they're still around, unchanged. The Roman Empire remains, untouched and undefeated to this day. Those who fought Rome, like Barabbas and his men, later became Templars. After losing battles, they fled to Europe, where they from Scotland, planning the start of Freemasonry. There were Masonic lodges in London, but the main one, the world's Freemasonry headquarters, came from here to London. So, my brothers, it's very easy to understand. In our Messiah's time, Barabbas and his soldiers did the dirty work for the Pharisees and Sadducees. When our Messiah was arrested, they put Barabbas and our Messiah side by side. The Roman general asked, "Who should I release, Barabbas or the Messiah?" The Pharisees first incited the crowd to free Barabbas and kill our Messiah. It's been this way from the beginning. And they keep deceiving us day after day. They claim the Holy Land is Israel, Jerusalem, but it's actually Mount Sinai in Egypt. They claim the 12 apostles were born in Jerusalem, Israel, but that's false. They were actually born in Galilee. Galilee is 150 kilometers from Jerusalem. It's not Jerusalem, it's a different region. Our Messiah often preached to them, to foreigners, calling it Galilee of the Gentiles. He preached in Lebanon and Syria often, but it was removed from scriptures. Tyre, now in Lebanon, was Syria then. Sidon, where our Messiah preached, is now in Lebanon, but was Syria back then. If you pay close attention, you'll understand that our Messiah first went to foreigners. He chose 12 apostles, and of those 12, only one was Jewish, Judas Iscariot. The Pharisees and Sadducees sent him from Jerusalem to Galilee to spy on our Messiah, watching his every move. Whenever our Messiah preached in their temples or synagogues, not his but theirs, they reacted badly. They wanted to beat and stone our Messiah on several occasions. Our Messiah first preached in Tyre and Sidon, which are in Lebanon and Syria. He likely preached in Beirut too, as it's near Tyre and Sidon. He taught in these places, but they never told us this. If you read the scriptures carefully, you'll see that our Messiah isn't Jewish. He never was Jewish, not ever. The apostles, except for one, weren't Jewish. Judas Iscariot was paid by the Pharisees and Sadducees to spy on our Messiah 24/7. He'd pass on info about where Jesus was going, which is why the religious leaders always found him. So my brothers, it's simple to understand. In Jerusalem, under Roman rule, the Pharisees and Sadducees used people's tithes and offerings, just like some do today, to fund rebels. They paid Barabbas to fight Romans. When caught, these rebels would claim, "We follow the Messiah, not Barabbas. Spare us." This deception kept happening repeatedly, to the point where the Roman Empire, whenever they arrested Barabbas's followers who pretended to be Messiah followers, would hear, "Look, we follow the Messiah. We don't wage war, we want peace." But what did they really do? They lied, and every time a soldier turned his back, they killed Roman soldiers. It got to a point where the Roman Empire eventually said, "Look, if you can't tell who is, the Messiah and Barabbas' followers, Pharisees, Sadducees, it's hard to tell them apart." So, my brothers, what happened was crystal clear. This was hidden for a long time. Look, Barabbas worked for the Pharisees and Sadducees. Barabbas was like the Templars of his time. Later it evolved into Templars, then Freemasonry, but they're the same today. Followers of Pharisees and Sadducees. Masonic Protestant churches opposed the Roman Empire and Catholic Church. They're still around. Mother and daughter. The Roman Empire is the mother of all religions. The daughter, Barabbas' followers, Pharisees, Sadducees, still here today, always trailing the Roman Empire. So brothers, what happened was clear as day. Pharisees and Sadducees paid Barabbas to kill Roman soldiers. Every time the Roman Empire surrounded Barabbas' soldiers, Barabbas would say, "Look, I'm not a soldier, I'm a Messiah follower, don't kill me." And they wouldn't kill them. But when the soldier turned his back, Barabbas' followers who claimed to follow the Messiah would attack. They'd turn their backs, and the soldier would kill them. This happened many times. When Rome realized they couldn't tell Messiah followers from Barabbas, a clear order came from Rome: if you can't tell who's who, kill them all. Because if you don't, they'll kill you when your back is turned. So began the persecutions. They say it was against Christians, but no, my brothers, it never was. Rome always hunted Barabbas' people, who became Templars, then Freemasons. Rome always chased them, but they hid among Messiah's followers, so Rome killed everyone, unable to distinguish.